What is good with you guys, man? Great to see you back yet again for another video, man. And today is going to be about how to maximize your gains as a natty or a natural lifter. Now, what I mean specifically by that is how to maximize your gains as somebody who is not taking performance enhancing drugs. Now, this is going to be information in general about how to maximize your gains, so anybody could technically do this. Anybody, if you're not doing this already, this is going to be stuff that you should be doing, because you're always going to have to be working harder than somebody that's doing actual PEDs, because when you take these type of drugs, your testosterone levels are going to be at an abnormal level. So they're just going to be able to not do as much, but gain more, if you get what I'm trying to say there. So today we're going to break down how you should be eating, how you should be covering, how you should be training, what you should be doing, man, in the kitchen, in the weight room, in the bedroom, everything, because everything is essential when it comes to maximizing your gains as a natural, because you're going to have to be really strict about everything. You're going to have to really dial in, like how I've been doing, because as a natural, you really have to make sure you're taking the extra steps and the extra precautions to look as best as you can be. You want to look like these top guys. So first, we're going to break it off by the meals, man. You're going to have to be eating as much as you fucking can, basically. But specifically, you're going to have to be eating at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. So if you're basically 200 pounds, or if you're 180, or if you're 190, around that range, you want to be aiming for at least 200 grams or 210 grams of protein a day. So all your meals are going to have to be aiming for that 210 grams of protein mark. So eating the clean foods, eating the right shit that's high in protein and low in fat, like steak, rice, chicken, tuna, fish, all that good shit, man. The general stuff. You want to be getting those high protein foods in every time you eat a certain meal, so you know you're hitting that adequate type of protein. So what I try to do is, whenever I eat a meal, whenever I'm sitting down or whenever I'm buying something, I try to always make sure my meals are aiming to at least 40 to 50 grams of protein per that meal. And of course you want to shoot for more, or I try to get more in, but you always want to be making sure that your meals are aiming between that type of protein sense. So if you're eating regular meals right now, that's aiming up to like maybe 10 grams of protein, 20 grams of protein, and you're having a couple meals of that's high in fat, like 20 grams of fat with 20 grams of protein, or like 10 grams of fat with like 6 grams of protein, like a fucking McDonald's cheeseburger or a bowl of cereal that has a lot of fat and a lot of sugar, but it has a little bit of protein. You don't want to be doing that. You want to keep that protein as high as possible, and low. And usually with the high protein foods, there's not a lot of fat in them if it's clean, because there's some shit that's high in protein but really high in fat, which is not going to help you. So you want to be keeping that protein number intake high. For example, right now, I'm literally in the kitchen, so we have a whole plate of, I don't know if you can see that right, of grilled chicken. I'm about to mix that in with some rice, some veggies. That plate right there alone is about 75 to like 80 grams of protein, maybe more. But like, this is why one of these meal scales is gonna be your best friend when it comes to eating. And when it comes to really tracking your shit, you could log your food in, and then when you weigh the food out on the Geek Chef or on the food scale that you have, you get the exact amount of chicken or steak or tuna or fish, whatever you have there. You get the exact amount, log it in, and see how much exact protein you're getting. So make sure you're getting the right adequate amount of protein in per day, every single day, and don't slack on that number. But you want to be keeping that fat count low. So make sure that fat count is low, and make sure that protein count is high. Also, you want to be eating really clean foods. You want to be eating a lot of veggies. You want to be having a lot of fiber in your food. You want to be having a lot of clean stuff. You want to be eating a lot of fruit. You want to be eating a lot of those healthy carbs. Healthy carbs are oats and rice. You want to be getting lentils. You want to be getting quinoa. You want to be getting a lot of these good carbs in. Carbs is really good for helping you build the muscle and helping put size on you, basically. It's going to put a lot of size on you, and it's going to be helping you feel more energy. Carbs are great for energy. Fruits have energy. You want to be getting those good carbs in, then you want to be getting those healthy fats in, such as I said, from avocados. Avocados have healthy fats. Salmons have healthy omega-3 fats. So it's a lot of stuff that you got to be eating to make sure you're hitting your adequate amount of protein in per day, and your fats and your carbs. Those are going to be the main things when it comes to you maximizing your gains in the kitchen. So yeah, man, make sure you're really doing that. Next, let's talk about sleep. Now, sleep is very, very, very important. Your recovery is very important. Now, you should always be aiming to about 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single day. So when it comes to sleep, you don't want to be making sure you get no sleep, because if you get no sleep, then your body's not going to have time to recover. Your body is literally growing when you are sleeping. So you have to make sure you are getting the adequate amount of rest time you need, even if that includes you taking multiple rest days throughout the week. Although you don't want to be taking too much of those. You want to make sure you get the adequate amount of rest every single day and every single week to have those muscles repair and have them actually grow, because that's when it happens the most. Your muscles don't grow in the gym. They grow outside of the gym. You're breaking them down in the gym. That's the easiest way to remember it. So you got to get a Whoop, or you have to get an Apple Watch to make sure you track your sleep correctly. Do that. Always take the extra steps as you progress, because this is going to be essential, especially as a natural, to be tracking your stuff and to be getting the right amount of rest in, because rest is very, very, very important. Make sure you're in a cold temperature or warm temperature room, however you like to sleep. Make sure the pillows are comfortable. Make sure everything is good. So when you go to sleep, it's nap time. You have to go rest. You have to make sure those muscles are adequately recovering. In terms of supplements, there's only so much stuff you could take as a natural. So supplements is really a controversial part when it comes to a lot of people, because a lot of people like to take a lot of different stuff. A lot of people like to recommend a lot of different stuff. But your best friend is this stuff right here, creatine monohydrate. Now, this is the best and most studied supplement that you could get out anywhere. Creatine monohydrate, it's gonna help those muscles break down faster, it's gonna help you recover them faster, and it's gonna help them grow. So this is gonna help you the most out of mainly anything you're gonna be taking. So make sure you're always taking your creatine. If you gotta mix it in your water, if you gotta mix it in your food, if you gotta mix it in your protein shakes, however you get it, make sure you get that creatine monohydrate in. That's gonna help you the most for you being an active lifter or an active athlete, whatever you're doing right now. Or even if you're just trying to get in good shape, creatine is gonna be really good for you. It's gonna maximize how you adequately perform every single day, your exercises or whatever you're doing. Creatine is gonna be great for you. And there's great stuff out there too that I have in there, but I'm not gonna pull them all out and show you. It's fish oil is really good, Turk Builder is really good, GO2 Max is really good, beta-alanine, L-citrulline, pre-workouts, ashwagandha, melatonin. All this stuff is going to be really good for you just going through the days trying to maximize your natty gains. Now, this stuff is gonna help you with your sleep, with your recovery, how you react to your workouts, how you perform during your workouts, all that stuff. This stuff is gonna help you in and out the gym. Make sure you're getting all that. Make sure if you can't afford all that, make sure you're doing the stuff to kind of replace it naturally. You could be drinking a lot of tea, drinking a lot of water, taking the extra precautions to kind of supplement that instead of drinking these supplements. But these supplements are really gonna help you throughout your natty gain journey. So that's why I say these people in PEDs don't really have to be so on to all that, because their testosterone levels are different, so they grow at a different level, at a different pace. They don't necessarily have to take the extra precautions to do that, although they can to maximize it 10x, but they don't have to, because their testosterone levels are already at a maximum capacity when they're taking PEDs, so they're continuously growing and growing. So taking all these supplements is going to help you get to those levels. So don't miss out on those supplements. Make sure you're taking your daily doses. Don't miss out on them. And make sure you're taking them at the appropriate time, such as your pre-workout. Make sure you're taking that before your workout. Your caffeine, make sure you're doing that to stay hyped up throughout the day. Your melatonin, make sure you're doing that to get the right amount of sleep. Your BCAAs, make sure you're doing that so your body recovers right. Your protein powders, make sure you're getting that to get the extra amount of protein you need in case you didn't get it throughout the day. Or if you need a quick meal, you don't have a lot of time, you make sure you're getting that in to make sure you're getting the right amount of protein grams in. Your creatine monohydrate, make sure you're taking that so your muscles could grow and so you perform the best that you can in every workout. Fish oils, all that stuff, I can go into all in depth, but make sure you're taking these supplements. You can easily look it up as well. Make sure you're taking all these supplements to maximize your natty gains. Now let's talk about training. Now training is, other than sleeping, is going to be the most important part of how your body gains muscle. So when you're training, you have to make sure that you're training at good times throughout the day. Now, I recommend training when you have at least 3 meals in you, but a lot of people like to train early in the morning, and a lot of people like to train late at night. Really depends on how your body reacts to certain type of stuff, but I always recommend you going into the gym with at least 3 full meals so you have that adequate amount of fuel in you to sustain you throughout the workout, so you can put the most amount of energy and the best amount of output into the workout. So that's why I recommend at least eating 3 meals before you actually go into a lift. But you work out when you feel like you could perform your best. Make sure you're going to the gym, and you want to be going at least 3 to 4 times a week. Now, that is a very general number. A lot of people like to go different times in the day. Me personally, right now, I like to go 6 times out of the week, and that's following a push-pull split, but a little bit advanced because I'm an advanced lifter. So I've been doing this for a while, so I tailored my plan to how my body reacts to stuff best. But best type of general days to go to the gym, it's like 3 or 4. You could be getting a good amount of workouts like that. And if you're doing that, you want to be going on a full body split. You want to be training your full body, or however you like to train. You like to run, you like to bike, you like to do a lot of cardio, you like to do a lot of stuff. Make sure you're doing that stuff at least 3 to 4 times out of the week, so you can get the most amount of muscle, or you could lose the most amount of fat. You could lose a good amount that you're eating. So if your goal is to lose, then you want to be going on a calorie deficit. If you want to gain, go on a calorie surplus. So basically, that when you go on a calorie deficit and you're trying to lose, that's basically you burning more calories than you're eating. And if you're going on a calorie surplus, you want to be eating more calories than you're burning. So you want to make sure you want to know an exact type of body type you are, because your body tends to burn a lot of fat while you sleep. Your body could burn a lot of fat you just walking and going to work. Your body could burn a lot of fat by you just lifting. So you want to make sure you know how your body reacts to certain type of stuff, how you're sweating. You want to make sure you know these type of things. That's why I say you have to make sure you're tracking everything as best as you can, because knowing this puts you at an advantage of knowing how your body best reacts, so you could gain the most amount of muscle, or you could lose the most amount of fat in an adequate amount of time. The best rule of thumb is to go when you really can go. Don't try to skip the amount of days at the gym. Don't try to not go. Don't try to blow it off. Don't try to skip days that are unnecessary. Go when you feel good. Go when you feel like going. Go when you know you should go. If you could go 5 days out the week, that's perfect. If you could go 6 days out the week, that's perfect. If you go 7, that's perfect. Go as many days as you can go, but make sure you're pushing yourself. Don't be slacking off, and don't be going half-assed. Make sure you make sure you're going when you could really go and when you could really push yourself. So make sure you plan the day adequately to make sure you get that lift, that run, that good amount of exercise in, and that's when you're going to be getting the most amount of results. Those are the 4 main things you want to focus on: meals, recovery, training, and supplements. Now that we got that out the way, man, let's go into this leg workout. Now, what I'm going to start off with, I'm probably going to start off with some barbell squats. I'm going to go moderately heavy on those. Then we're going to get into some hamstring curls, then definitely some leg extensions, and then definitely some leg press to end off the workout. And then definitely after, we're gonna hit the Stairmaster as cardio. And then I'm still debating whether we're gonna hit the sauna or not after, because I love the sauna after to stretch. It really loosens up the muscles. The heat in there really loosens up the tightness in the muscle, so you get a good stretch in there after your workout. But yeah, man, don't forget to hit legs. Always hitting legs every single week. Right now we're about to kill legs, and I'll see you guys at the gym.
Yeah. Come on, Justin. Push, come on.